Okay, quick update. I got the splitter built and it's mounted to the frame now. Got some side mounts there, and then made these out of an old oil pan, and then put a wrap on it, and got some things holding it on. Some U-bolts going around the frame there, so it should be good to go. Pretty solid. Okay, we've got the Corvette door hooked up to, or door module hooked up to the Focus door. Okay, so this is where we're at. I got the wide body panels all mounted up with self tappers. So then I'll be able to take those out, put the rib nuts in, and then I'll need to cut the rear and weld it. But yeah, coming along. So this is how I do my own at-home alignments. So basically you get PVC pipe, make sure there's a notch in it that's identical front and back, and then center it with the wheel. And then I put the car on block so that when I adjust the tie rod, it moves back and forth a lot better. And then I basically center it, so from the wheel center to the line going all the way around is perfectly square on both sides. And then on the inside, I just ratchet strap the steering wheel so it doesn't move. And then really all we're doing is measuring from front to back that it's the same. So I got this side, and then we go over to the back side. And then make sure that it's the same measurement front to back without trying to bump the string. And then we do that going around all 4 tires, and it gets it pretty close. It's not a laser alignment, but it's definitely a lot better than no alignment. Yeah, a couple people ask about it, and that's how I do it. Alright, we're just now driving the LS swap Ford Focus. Kind of sounds pretty cool. Okay, so I just rattle canned the bumper in my driveway with some Duplicolor. Went ahead and wet sanded it with some 2500 grit and then polished it. It came out pretty good. You know, it definitely isn't like super shiny, but it is smooth, and I think it'll do the job just fine. Most of it's going to get wrapped anyway, so just needed to be the right color. So pretty happy with it. Guys, well, I got the RS bumper on and painted. I did that this afternoon. So there's that car, and then there we go. So I have a hood for it, but it's black. I'll get it painted here. I ran out of paint today, but it's looking really good. Super excited. The RS bumper is just so much cooler looking than the SE one. It's way more aggressive. Yeah, super happy with the way that came out. Considering just with some rattle cans and painting it outside, it came out really nice. Yeah, super cool. I ended up spraying it up into the fender, and I blended it down into here, and then I sanded the whole bumper down with 2500 grit and then polished it, and it's looking really good. There's a few ripples and things in it, but we're just single stage paint, and we're getting a really good shine from it. I'm amazed. Pretty good for just an at-home DIY paint spray in my driveway. Now we are wet sanding the hood. So I went with 1,000, then to 1,500. Now I'm at 2,000. Then I'll hit it with 2,500. But we're getting it pretty glassed, and then I'll buff it, and then it'll look like a regular hood. Won't be like a spray paint hood. Guys, I have the entire Ford Focus in the back of my pickup, ready to go to scrap. Got to get it out of my backyard. It's taking up too much space. Okay, so I cut the bracket off of the Chevy hood release, and then this is the Chevy hood release cable, and then I drilled this out to be a little bit bigger, and then now I can actually use the hood release latch that's for the Corvette and have it work with the Ford bracket. What I did here was I took the original Ford Focus frame and I bent it and I cut it off the frame rail, but I ended up bending it, and then I attached it to the fiberglass inner fender on the Corvette so that holds it up. And then now I've got another bolt right here, which makes this a little bit more rigid so I can hold this fender up because it was just a little floppy. And now I've got the spot to bolt the headlight in. So yeah, it looks pretty good now.